All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first person to type, and the winner is in the chat wins the early bird special. The first person to type, and the winner is in the chat is the early bird special. Is the early bird special today? Let's see what we got. Kathy Cordy, good to see you. Janine McKay, good to see you. Heidi Ho, Chris Wojcinski in the house. Erica Wilkowitz, and the winner is
It's Erica.
Pat Antonosi in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shell, I'll tell you what. Jason Henry, good to see you. I'll tell you what we'll do today, Shell. First three people, give all three people winners. First three people make you all winners, okay? We want to spread the wealth, let's spread the wealth a little bit. Now, we want to welcome you to The Winning Bid is the name of today's show. Talking Real Estate, episode 218. 218, The Winning Bid. I promise it will make more sense as we get closer. Heather Such in the house. Steve Kreitz is here too. Kathy Cordy, always good to see you. Let's talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, first. Okay? Where are you tuning in from? Put the city you're tuning in from in the chat. Put the city you are tuning in from in the chat, please. Let's see where we got people, Shell. Jason Tibble and Rose, good to see you guys. You are winners again, as always. Hey there. Hey. So tell me, put the city you're tuning in from in the chat. Let's see. Can we go all over the state of Michigan? Can we go international today? What do you think, Shell? You feel international today?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
And Ray's good to see you. Brownstown in the house. Dogbone Heights, I saw. Ypsilanti. Tammy Chai is in the house. Steve Christ, D7. Dave Engel, I have missed you, my friend. I have missed my YouTube peeps. Adrian, Michigan. I've already smoked Parker in the house. Yep. Got Romulus here to say. And Heisman's got Adrian as well. Kathy Court, Dearborn Heights. No more Florida, huh? No more Florida. I'm a test. 1, 2, 1, 2 test. Scott Bergeron. Kevin Faulkner's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, the best inspector in the business, Kevin Faulkner's in the house. We're going to get him on a show soon, I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Parma, Michigan. Again, there's only one thing I know in Parma, Michigan besides you, Rach. There's one thing. Only one thing and one thing only. All right. So let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk first and foremost. You know what? Let's go back to that. I'm sorry. So let me tell you why we call the show Winning Bid. Let me give you a little history today, okay? So we put an offer in Saturday at 6 p.m. exactly. Okay, that was the highest and best deadline. We were the first. There you go, Jay. We were the first one of 32 offers, so 31 plus ours. Okay, and we won the bid. Give me a little round of applause in the chat. Give me a little round of applause. Give me a little clap hands in the chat. Give me a little clap hands in the chat. We'll go with. Oh, there you go. A little big ass water slide for you. Go in the chat. Give me a little clap hands. Something. Give us something. The number one bid out of 32. And I'll tell you, lots of different strange things. Mary Beth, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Lots of strange things that we will talk about today. Lots to go blue, Steve Kreitz. I agree with that. Woohoo. Now we're talking business. There's some hands. Give me some clap hands. Congrats, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So let's start talking about those facts, those things. Okay. How many offers make it a bidding war? In your estimation, ladies and gentlemen, you are a very highly informed fan base. So tell us how many offers make it a bidding war. You tell me. Talk to me. Diane Goodrow's in the house. How in the heck are you? Good to see you. Tell me what a bidding war is. How many offers make a bidding war? Give me a number, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got. Give me a number in the chat. What do you think? Mary Beth says 5. Tibble says more than 2. Yep. Jason Henry says 4. 4 to 6. 1. Kathy Cordy says 3. Chris Wojcinski says 2. Dave says 10. Janine McKay says 2. Skills pays a bill. Yeah, you're darn right. That is true. That is true. That is true. Kevin, God, it's good to see you, buddy. We'll get you on the next few shows, my friend. I'm fantastic. 3. Okay. Facebook user says 2. Rachel says 2. So here's my opinion on that. Okay. If you get the right 2 offers, you get a bidding war going. Okay. I'm going to tell you, for me and for any seller that I ever represent, it's the same conversation every time. Somebody calls me, I'm going to tell them what I have. Because here's the thing. They have to beat it or they don't get the house, right? And then every time somebody calls me, I'm going to give them the next number and the next number and the next number. And that moves the bids up. Now, that's the way you do it. I mean, again, you be honest and transparent with people as best you can. But yeah, 2. I would say 2. I mean, some people say bunches, like 12, a dozen, something like that, but at least 2. Because all you got to do is want it more than the other person. I tell people this too. I use this phrasing, and this is just the truth. Okay, you want people to want it so bad they're willing to claw each other's eyes out. That's what you want. You really do. You want people to want it so bad they're willing to claw each other's eyes out, right? That they're willing to go at it and they're willing to get, because once people see something they want it. Okay. They will find a way to get it if they want, right? They sure will. All right. So let's see what we got here. How many people bid on your house when you were buying? So when you were buying, I want you to think back to whatever time that is, whether it's last week, last year, 10 years ago, 20, 30, 40 years ago, when you were buying your house, how many people bid on your home, if you can recollect? Put it in the chat. Let's see what we got. Let's see what kind of memories we got first, and let's see what kind of numbers we got. How many people bid on your house when you were buying it? Average money, money, money. I agree with that. How many people bid on your home when you were buying it? Let's see who remembers. Some people are going to remember. They're going to have distinct memories of that kind of stuff. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Just us, Kathy says. Janine McKay says just us. Chris Wojcicki says 0. Steve Kreitz says 1. Jason Tilbo says 0. Facebook user says just me. Rach says none. What do you think, guys? What do you think? When you were buying your home, just us, yep. How many people were trying to buy your house? Jim Dalmage in the house, my friend. Good to see you. Little Cottage had 6. Okay. Give you about 10 more seconds, guys. Again, the question is, how many people bid on your home when you were buying it? How many people bid on your home when you're buying it? And so far, I've got the highest numbers. Nobody would pay cash, right? Yeah, Jim, cash is king. That's what they say. Cash is king. So 6 people, that's the biggest numbers we got. All right, so I will put it to you like this. Let me say it like this to you. Only me and I had a land contract renting. Yep. So most folks said only me, or maybe 1 or 2 or none, right? So it's a newer phenomenon. I guess it's interesting to me. I just try to figure out why there's such a shortage all the time, right? 45 years ago, I can't remember. Chris Bergeron, come on. You can't remember? So bidding wars and multiple offers, that's probably been a thing maybe 6, 7 years, something like that. I mean, it may have happened before that, but it's become more common the last 3 or 4. It's become more common the last 3 or 4. Okay, so it's definitely done that. And speaking of bidding wars and money and the power, let's go to our good friend, Mike McLaughlin. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, but I was involved in a Scott Bergeron bidding war, and I got my eyes clawed out. So this is what I got to wear now.
I'm thinking they probably can't hear you.
Oh, no.
Hang on. Yeah, I don't know why I can't hear you, bud. This drives me crazy. Let me try something different. Hang on.
They can hear me. Yeah, they can hear me. So I'll just say stuff like when Scott says something, I'll try to say what Scott would want to hear.
Try one more time, Mike. Try one more time.
Hey, Scott. I know that joke was totally
weird.
Totally
okay,
lost on everyone. I had it loaded up, ready to go, and he'll never get the punchline.
Hang on.
So sad.
Now try, Mike.
Can you hear me now? Jim and Terry, how dare you? Hear me? I can hear you just fine.
Dang it, that's weird. I don't know why that keeps doing that.
They can hear. So
I'm sure they can, so it sounds really tricky.
Well, I have a couple of questions for you, Scott. First of all, how
Yeah,
dare you?
as long as you can hear both of us. Can you guys hear both of us? Can you hear both Mike and myself?
Jim, I did not say Jim and or Terry. I did not say I love MSU.
Can you hear both Mike and myself? Okay. All right, Michael, say whatever you want, buddy. Tell them whatever you want to tell them. Go ahead.
All right, I'll do that. All right, guys. So this is the part where Scott would say, can you drop any dimes on us? That's what he loves to say, right? So what I'm going to do is we'll see if he lets me share my screen here. And Scott's always asking me, hey, where are mortgage rates going? What are they going to? What are rates going to go to? So see if Scott picks up his cue here and shares the screen. Share the screen. All right, so Scott's not going to. Oh, he did. Great. So here we go. So this is a forecast by 3 different people who are anticipating where mortgage rates are going. First is the Mortgage Banker Association of America. Second is Fannie Mae. And third is Wells Fargo. So if you look here, you'll see that by the end of 2025, the Mortgage Bankers Association predict that interest rates will be at 5.5. Fannie Mae says 6%. Wells Fargo says 5.8%. So that gives us a solid 5.5 to 6% range at the end of next year. So we're talking a full 20 months down the road, the end of 2025. So where rates are setting now, they're setting in the 6.75 range. So we are anticipating with the Fed cuts that we will get down to the mid fives by the end of 2025. And now, with that being said, I have shared all I need to share.
Michael, this is definitely an interesting way to go. That's what it's a way to go. Guys, give Mike McLaughlin a round of applause. Give him a little Mike in the chat. Give him a little Mike in the chat, please. Buddy, pretty soon we're going to start having you come in office pretty soon because, man, live. It's like, what the heck?
It is kind of more fun.
Give a little Mike in the chat.
Equity
Mike, drop a quick
line
one on Jim Downwich about equity lines real quick.
Yeah, equity lines will always be adjustable by whatever the Fed reserve rate is. So with the Fed having 3 cuts planned in this calendar year, maybe bleeding over into 2025 now that we're already in April, we should anticipate that the interest rates on HELOC should improve by about 0.75% in the next year. But that'll always be the prime rate, which is what the Fed adjusts, plus some amount. So you could expect them, if you're 8.5% on a HELOC now, you could expect, say, maybe as going down to 7.75. And yeah, I do think it's a good way to access the equity in your home, because if you're sitting on a first mortgage that's 3.5% fixed 30, you don't want to touch that to access the equity in your home. Definitely get a home equity line to tap into that rest of that equity so that you can leave that first mortgage alone. Good idea. I agree. It is a good idea.
All right, my friend. Listen, guys, Mike McLaughlin, you are the very best, sir. And we will talk to you later, my friend.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. You stay at that 3.25.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Yep. You stay, Jim. I'm staying.
All right. So, guys, I apologize for all the crazy technical difficulties. Sometimes we had it. My tech guy is actually on the show today, as always. So we will get this figured out. So let me ask you that third question. Here we go. What's the most important thing that wins bidding wars? Let me ask that. What do you think? You are an expert. You are a finely tuned audience that knows lots and lots about real estate. So tell me, what's the most important thing that wins bidding wars? Tell me the most important thing. What do you think? Put it in the chat. Tell me what the most important thing is, because I want to see what you think. And we've touched on this topic a couple of times before. Yeah, cash is. I'm talking about anything other than cash, right? Cash talks. It does. That's true. I'm talking about mortgages, anything. I guess we'll see. More money, sure. Cash, yeah. Time for a move in and move out. The perfect realtor. Oh, hey, I don't know. I don't know that guy. Pre-approval, big deposit, property value. Not being the first one to post a bid. Family buys a home. Yeah, that's true. That's worked for me. All right, I'll give you about 10 more seconds, guys. I'll give you about 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds I'll give you. Let's see what other thoughts, ideas you have. What thoughts, ideas do you have? Heartfelt letter to seller. Your credit score. Scott the realtor.
Good one, Aunt Rachel.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money, huh? Insider information, letter. Okay, yep. I got out little cottage by offering to close in 2 days. Yeah. Wait. Big ass water slide. Oh, that's not it. That's it. Okay, so let me pick this apart a little bit for you. Okay, let me. sorry about that. Let me walk you through this a little bit. So let's go with the top 5. Let's go with the top 5. Okay. Jay, not overbidding. That's absolutely the opposite. Let's go with top 5. Let's start from the bottom, work it up. The first thing that the fifth thing, I should say, fifth most important thing is take on city repairs or any kind of city inspection repairs. Let me tell you why. Okay. First, you're making it easier for the seller. Okay. When I represent a seller, you have to get an initial city inspection for a lot of places, not everybody, a lot of places. And then the city comes out and gives you a list. Okay. The seller doesn't have to worry about that anymore. That makes your offer look more attractive. So that's number 5. Okay. That's number 5. All right. So take on city repairs. Number 4, I would say number 4 is going to be, um, that's a couple of things could be. One is going to be the checking with the the mortgage guy, the mortgage lender, okay, and making sure that the property will close, right? The property will close. That'd be number 4 is reaching out to the mortgage person, and mortgage person said it's gonna be easy done deal, all that kind of stuff, all that kind of stuff. Okay, then let's go number 3. Number 3 is gonna be your heartfelt letter. Okay, number 3 is gonna be your heartfelt letter, and I hear all kinds of things about that stuff. Okay, all kinds of the others. Some people read the letters. I had a seller that watches the show regularly who got teary eyed and just said, "Give so and so the house." Okay, that usually that letter is going to work when you had 2 offers that are really close. 2 offers that are really really close. That's usually what that's going to be. So that's what how that'll do. Um, then number 2, I would say is most money. Okay, and I know that shocks a lot of people. Most money, right? Most money. It shocks a lot of people because most money doesn't always win it. Okay, if I find a $300,000 house and I tell them I want to offer them $400,000, right? That purchase price number doesn't matter that much. It kind of does, right? Because of the number one thing. My number one thing always. And as I'll put this out here so you can see it, right? The number one thing that I always tell folks, I'm going to put a caveat to the number one bid winner, right, is appraisal guarantee. And let me tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why. It guarantees you a certain amount of money. It guarantees you a certain amount of money. Now, I would say 2 years ago, I saw appraisal guarantees of $50,000, unlimited ones. I take that back. This past fall, I had one about a $470,000 house where the guy wanted so bad, he said, "We'll guarantee any appraisal." Okay, we'll guarantee any appraisal. So that's probably your number one thing. But I will tell you this, and I'll walk you through this scenario. Okay. We were buyer's agents on a house in Roseville Saturday. Okay. Saturday. There were 31 other offers besides ours. Okay. I talked to the agent at one point, Friday, it was 21, then it was 28, and then eventually it was 31. And I want you to think about it was none of the things I just told you, not one of them. Okay. But not one of them, but what was the thing that made them want to take our offer? It was not one of the things we talked about at all. It was not one of the things we talked about at all. So if you had to guess, what was the thing that made them decide to take our offer? Let's see, Shell. Let's see if they can figure this out. I don't know. We'll see. I'm seeing crickets right now. What do you think? The question is, what do you think was the one thing that made them choose our offer? It wasn't any one of the ones that we just talked about. It was not any one of the ones we just talked about. What do you think it was that made them choose our offer? What do you think? Man, it's tough, folks. Folks don't know. They don't know. So, like buyer, no.
Dave Engel's
Your
real
charm?
warm.
Friend referral, Democrat or Republican. Jeez. How much they love the house? Right property owner for right property. Had kids. Professional. The realtor. All right, so I'm going to spill it to you, okay? I'm going to spill it to you. Quick mortgage closing. Now, her exact words to me were this: there was 2 other offers besides ours that were higher, that were probably better to the full appraisal guarantee and everything. Okay, so they were better. They were better money. They said good communication by the buyer's agent. Okay. Rose, you got it right. They said they loved the way that I communicated and the mortgage lender communicated. That we were constantly keeping them updated and things like that. Now, I try to be very professional all the time in the real estate business, but I have never won an offer with that reason for winning it. Never, not one time. Okay, I'm always professional. I always update and always stay in communication, but I never had a listing agent tell me the reason that you won is because you communicated better and the mortgage lender communicated better than anybody else did. So not bad, not bad at all, not bad at all. And the funny thing, guys, that house. I want you to think about this for a minute. That house. It was the deal was accepted on a Sunday. We're clear to close today. That's Wednesday. That's 4 days. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. So congrats to our buyer. Congrats. No, right? It's not the fact that I'm the best. It's just you got to do the right things, right? You got to do the right things. All right. What?
You go above and beyond.
You think so?
I know so.
All
I
right.
see it.
Sometimes I try to.
Every
So
time.
that's my little spiel on that. Winning big, you never know what factor is going to be the deciding factor for them. Okay. You never know. So it's going to be every seller is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit different. So if you're putting offers on places, you never know. Okay. Sometimes it's going to be time, how much on the close. It's going to be appraisal guarantee. It's going to be waiving inspections, all that kind of stuff. So, all right. Enough about that. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's see how close people have been paying attention today, Shell. Let's see how close they've been paying attention. For this or that today, are you ready?
Big ass water slide.
This or that, 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 this or that. All right. So this week's this or that is specifically designed for what we talked about today. Give me a this or that in the chat. If you haven't played this or that before, here's how it works. Either you choose one item or the other one. You can't have neither. You can't have both. All right. Here we go. For this or that, here we go. I'll make it bigger for you so you can see. Big deposit versus appraisal guarantee. If you want to go big or guarantee, put either one of those in the chat. Big or guarantee, put either one of those in the chat. What do you got? Which one? This or that? 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 What do you got? Big deposit versus appraisal guarantee. Which one? Steve says big. Chris Wojcicki says guarantee. Hyacinth says guarantee. Facebook user says guarantee. Tammy says guarantee. Jason Henry says guarantee. Facebook user number 2 says appraisal guarantee. Heather Touch does too. Cat and Cordy, appraisal guarantee. Facebook user says appraisal guarantee. AG, a big ass water slide. Yeah. Jim Dowman says guarantee. Barb, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. He says guarantee. So you guys are definitely a captive audience that listens closely. Unless you're Tommy Boy. Yeah, guarantees the money, Dave. Guarantee is the one. Guarantees. Big deposit. I tell people all the time that deposits are not the thing. Like, here's why. Let me let you see me too. Okay, deposits are not the thing because here's why, Jay. Because it's refundable. If you have a bad private inspection, you get it back. If the house doesn't appraise, you get it back. So deposit doesn't do. I'm doing well. Doing a good day. Thanks for asking. So appraisal guarantee is the move on that one. Number 2, here we go. Assume city repairs or one title company. Which one? Okay. Assume or one. Assume city repairs or one title company. Assume or one. Which one? Put it in the chat. This or that. 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 Heather says repair. Jason says assume. Jim says assume. Facebook user says assume. Man, this audience is good, Shella. They're good. They listen. They pay attention. Hyson says assume. Janine says one. Mary Beth says assume. Chris Wojcicki says assume. One title company, Jay says. I'm telling you. Tammy says one. Steve Kreitz says assume. Barb says assume. So does Kathy. So does Dave Angle, my YouTube friend. Give about 10 more seconds. This or that. This or that. 10 more seconds. I'm telling you, we'll drop another dime on him here in a second, Shell. Watch this. All right. So let me tell you a couple things. One title company makes it so much easier for the realtors. I can tell you why. I got one going on right now in, where are we at with that? Ypsilanti? Where one title company wasn't talking to another title company. So they're slowing things down. And then all of a sudden there's a flurry of emails that go for like 2 days straight. And they try to figure it all out. So one title company is always better. So whenever I put an offer in, it's always one title company. I say we'll use a listing agent's title company because they're not going to do anything different. They're not going to, do anything to hurt the buyer. They're not going to do that because they're representing both. That's no big deal. Assume city repair is always better because it makes it easier for the seller. Seller doesn't want to do all the repairs. They don't want to spend the money. They don't want to hire somebody. They don't want to do it themselves. They don't want any of those things. They want ease. All right. Last one for this or that. Here we go. Last one for this or that. Communicating agent versus highest purchase price. How about that? Okay. Agent or price. Put it in the chat. This or that. This or that.
this or that, this or that.
What do you think? Agent or price? Agent or price? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Communication all day. CA for the win. Agent communication. Mary Beth says it. Heather Suchatells says it. So does Chris Wojcinski. Rachel says agent. Bergeron T. Attaboy. Jim. Attaboy. Communication. Steve, show me the money. Oh, yeah. Communication, getting agent or highest price? Which one? This or that? This or that? This or that? All right, so let me spill this one out a little bit for you too. Okay, price is really important, but I can tell you there's agents that I've gotten offers from before, and they can write an offer all day for highest price, and they just won't get it closed. Right? So communicating agents is important. Again, it shocked me to get that for her to say that to me, but at least an agent that you got to vet the agent a little bit, like because there's some people out there they don't know how to do anything. Like they just started, they just know right the highest price possible and just throw a bunch of stuff at somebody and see what happens. Right. So definitely at least checking out for the seasoned agent or not. Right. Checking that out. All right. So without further ado, the one final place where folks can see the craziness. What realtors see, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see behind our signs, wonderfully given to us by Tracy Schultz, our good friend and longtime viewer. So what realtors see. If you haven't played this one before, guys, here's how it works. We're going to put, yeah, you sure do. You're going to put up a ridiculous picture or interesting or cool picture from something that we've either seen ourselves or someone sent to us. And your job is to caption it. Your job is to make it funny, laughy kind of stuff, or ridiculous, or make us sad. If I've shed a tear sometimes, you never know. What realtors see. Here we go. What realtors see. Number one. This one I saw in that exact house that we won out of 31 bids. You guys ready for this? Here we go. What realtors see. Number one. And I will make it as big as I possibly can for you. I promise. Let's go. Let's see. That's as big as I got it. So I even have his rookie card. That's funny. What realtor see number one? What realtor see number one? If you can't see it, you got to put us on the big screen. State-of-the-art home theater room. Yeah. Casting couch. That was pretty good. Great value, MJR. Got to do the clap. Got to do that. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? This is in that house in Roseville. Put your best caption. Usually put your thinking caps on. Give us your best stuff. This is not a black couch. Yeah, that's true. At least it's not a black couch. Yep. Guys, you got about 30 seconds. About 30 seconds. Stow and go. Fooling around futon. That's pretty good. That's funny. Oh, yeah. We just, like I said, we saw this one. Move that over. I didn't realize you could do that. We saw this one. The house in Roseville. I'll make it bigger for you. There we go. That's a little better. Can't beat casting couch. I defer. Budget friendly home theater. Yep. You'd be surprised. That house was not that expensive. So it definitely was budget friendly. My place to sleep when the movie is boring. This is a family show. Futon. Ay. And the winner is, you got 10 seconds, guys. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is, by many popular beliefs, Casting Couch. Yeah, it was a family show. That's true. Casting Couch. You win number one. All right. Number two. Let's see if I can find number two. Where is number two? This one's in one of my own listings. It just looked cool to me. So, what realtor see number two? What realtor see number two? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What realtor see number two? Your chance to win $1 million on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talking Real Estate and the Bergeron team. Caption the picture for millions and millions of dollars. Pump and dump. $1,900 per day. That's pretty funny. Everlasting cycle. Pump and go. Yep. Upgrade on the outhouse. It's actually pretty cool, really, when the plumbing doesn't work. A country per day. Well, that's interesting. Yes, it is. I told you. Corner well. Big ass bidet. Nice bidet. Can't beat having a keg in a bathroom. That's funny. Got about 30 seconds, guys. About 30 seconds. Again, your chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talking Real Estate and the Bergeron team. Shelly's over here laughing her tail off now. Deep water injection. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Earn. And the winner is Jim Dalmage, Pump and Dump. Pump and Dump. That sounds like a rap song. Pump and Dump, Pump and
You're
Dump.
thinking of pumps in a bump.
I know, Pumps and a Bump. That is true. Tiny house. There you go. All right. Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Last one. Last one. This one just threw me for a loop. I saw this in a basement. Just threw me for a loop. In Michigan, too. I was like, oh, okay. I think it was Allen Park. Was that where this was? Yeah, Allen Park. What do you got for this one? Last one. What realtor C? Number 3. What realtor C? Number 3. What do you think? Give us your best stuff. The Bears. That's funny. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? If you see they walk into a basement, you see that right there. I think that's Brian Urlacher. I think. Name serves correctly. Oh, a little too big. Again, if you're having a problem seeing it, put us on the big screen on your TV. I know for you folks that don't, I wouldn't keep that in my basement too. Yeah, I would keep that in my basement too. That's a big fan of. Yeah, sure is. Sure is. Sure is. Sure is. I just walked in the basement. And there it was. I'm like, okay.
I like how they had to put the fat head sticker.
Yeah,
to it.
it's authentic. You know, it's fat head because they put the sticker at the bottom. Yeah, that's right. Well, guys, we see some strange yet. One man that's white behind the wall. That's good. Is that Matt Forte? No. Bears in the basement. Someone has a man crush. Guys, got about 30 seconds. About 30 seconds. About 30 seconds. Shelly is digging through the answers right now. She's taking a look right now. Wrong game day. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is wrong game day. We really like the Bears and think they'll win. I can hear her voice going, and think they'll win. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is one badass white boy on the wall. Dave Engel, you are the winner. What real estate number 3? What real estate? That's how's a no-go. Someone on the wall. That's funny. That's funny stuff. All right, guys. So, like I said, we were talking about kicking around the show a little bit. We were kicking around the show a little bit, and we're kind of talking through things. And just like this deal happened, and it just kind of was one of those things where you go, wow, no kidding, you know? So it definitely was interesting to us. It's not something that happens every day. So we just wanted to share it with you.
I have one shout out for
Uh-oh.
today.
Oh, wait, Shelly, give it a shout. Go ahead.
I just want to wish Hyacinth a happy birthday tomorrow. She's joining my club.
What's your club? What club is it?
It's the 29-year-old MILF Club.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's what it is. Really? No, it's Shelly. Tell them about the ARP
It's
card.
like I like to kick, stretch, and kick club. But Hyacinth is beautiful and does not look a day over 29.
No,
I
not
love
a day
you.
over no 29. All right. Also want to give a big shout out real quick before we go to our good friend Rebecca Lipstroff, Shelly's mom. She is on the mend right now, so hopefully get thoughts and prayers from you guys. So if you are a spiritual person, please give thoughts and prayers to her. We would appreciate that. Guys, as always, on the bottom of the thing here is the Talking Real Estate Facebook group QR code. I'm 50,
Yes.
50 years old. That's exactly what it's from. That's funny. So if you know somebody who is interested in real estate, who you think would benefit from the show, feel free to share it out there. As you saw, Kevin Faulkner is my number one inspector. And I will bring him on at some point. First time I've seen him on the show, so we'll have to bring him on. But we'll have to do it in a way, not like Mike McLaughlin, because he probably said some terrible things about us, or about me at least, because I couldn't hear him on this end. So, guys, continue your prayers. I appreciate that. So, guys, in the after show today, Shelly and I will tell you another goofy, ridiculous story. So come check us out in the after show. But yeah, scan the QR code, share it with somebody, share it with anybody, because we definitely love giving good information to people. And we're in the mixing it up at homes every day on the buy and sell side. So I'm Scott.
I'm Shelly.
And we're definitely talking real estate. See ya.